Hey guys, welcome back to another vlog. It is currently Saturday morning. We're heading out the door right now to go to book club, so I just wanted to intro the vlog, but I'm heading to Hot Cafe to meet a couple of my friends. It's actually Lauren's birthday today, so Riley, Lauren, and I are getting some matchas, and then we're gonna head over to book club and do that normal stuff, but I wanted to kick off the vlog, say hello, and let's go. Okay, I wanted to move you guys back so you could still see what I was doing. I was going to make my matcha, but I wanted to talk with you guys and give you like a little update and everything. Good morning. It's the next day. So it's Sunday. It's Happy Mother's Day. That's adorable. Okay, phone down, matcha update. I have not made a matcha in a while. I need to make my strawberry like syrup thing, but I can't make it right this second. Well, I mean I could, but it's not gonna be ready for me to use, so I might as well make the matcha first. I need to heat up my water. Okay, it is currently 9:09. I had another very early wake up today. My body is still on East Coast, and I woke up at like 5:30, like, okay, time to get up, and I'm like, no. So I laid in bed for like an hour, and then I finally got up, and I picked up my like living room. I still have some more to do, but I walked out, and it was one of those things where I like saw the space, and I was like so overwhelmed with just like clutter everywhere. I was like, no, like I don't care what you need to get done this morning. You need to clean this. So I did like a little power clean for at least some of the stuff, and then I need to put away some more things, but that felt good. And then I did some work things because I mean I talk about it randomly on here, but for anyone new, I help cover stuff on the weekends for my job, so I have like 2 days off during the normal like work week. But being on like vacation, I had like my first day of work kind of yesterday. But thank God I have so much flexibility with it, so I was able to like check a lot of stuff in the morning, and then I went to book club for a couple hours, and then came back and was able to do more work the rest of the day. And then yeah, today I just checked on stuff, and I need to get like a true syrup dispenser, because this is just like a nightmare. It's huge, and it's glass, and it's just like scary to deal with. We'll see if that was too much. Last night, I guess like yesterday, so Riley came over after book club because we have officially finished Throne of Glass. I think that video is out before this. I need to start editing it, and I have the entirety of part 2 to edit, which is just so much footage and so much to go through, and I actually need to film the outro, like final thoughts of Kingdom of Ash, like non-spoiler and spoiler, and then kind of just like the concluding of the video. I need to film that today. And then I need to actually do kind of, I don't even know if I consider it an outro, but I need to film a clip for the vlog that may or may not go up for the Florida trip. And so I need to do like a talking clip and understand like everything that I filmed that I didn't have any talking points. It's gonna be a different video for sure. I feel like it'll have more of like the overlay style, but I really loved, I don't know if you guys watched Step 4. I love her channel because it just feels so authentic. But I remember she did this one vlog recently where she had taken a bunch of clips over the previous like month, and then she essentially just sat down and talked about them all, and like did a bunch of overlay, and there were a couple like talking clips that she had captured throughout the month, but a majority was just kind of like B-roll vibe. And I really like that video, and so that's kind of, I think, what I'll end up doing in a way. So I need to film that today as well. And I ordered groceries. So something I want to tackle over the next couple of days, and like really, I mean, I'd love to spend time on it today. I just don't want to put too much on my plate where I'm like overwhelmed with everything I want to get done, and I end up just like exhausted by the end of the day. But I need to start working on my reset, which entails just like taking care of myself more. And now that I'm a lot more settled into my new home, I want to prioritize just some like good habits and goals I want to achieve, like short term versus long term, kind of like really setting down what I want the next like few months to look like and what those kind of like summer goals in a way and all of that good stuff. And so one of the things though that I want to be better about is food. Like not in a diet way, but more just like taking care of myself and like meal planning and buying intentional groceries and thinking about what I want to make. And I also just want to cook a lot more. So I got just out of the habit of it and I really enjoy it. So that's kind of what I started this morning. I needed to get groceries, and so I went through my Pinterest board and I saved a couple of the, not even saved, I opened up a few recipes that I want to make this week, and I use that for my grocery list, and then odds and ends, like, well, I actually just got milk, but like things like that, like eggs, bananas, things of that nature I also added in. So I did a grocery order and that will be delivered sometime today. So I felt really good about that. And reminder, I think I said it already, but I don't have my car, so I can't just like go to the grocery store myself. Yeah. Hopefully we get it. I would love to say this like at the end of this week, but I just really don't think that's gonna happen, but I'm hoping for next week. We'll see. Did I clean this well enough? Probably not, but it is what it is. I need to get a new one of the bamboo whisk stuff. Okay, I need some ice, 1 second. I'm so scared because I'm just such a like strawberry matcha girl now that when I just have vanilla matcha, it's like, it tastes off to me. So we'll see. After Riley, oh, okay, sorry, I got so distracted, huh? But Riley came over because when we finished Kingdom of Ash right before my trip, she still needed to do some tabbing on her books where like just periods of time where maybe she was just listening to the audio or just like reading it on her Kindle. And so I just read it physically. I mean, I had the audio, but like I read it physically. So I tabbed the whole way through. So she was using my books to place a few more like tabs into her books. So that's what she did yesterday. And then when she left, I wrapped up work stuff and then randomly decided that I wanted to pick up my book. And so I would have loved to have filmed, but I think honestly in the moment I was just like kind of, you know, like tired of my first day back. And I was like, okay, I just want to read. And so I finished From Luke Off with Love. I read about like 60% while like traveling, but I knocked out that last 40% last night. I was just sat and locked in. If you guys have watched my channel like just this year, you know that The Favorites was my first ever 6-star read. I understand what a 6-star read is because of that book. I thought it was the silliest thing ever. I'm like, what do you mean it's a 6-star? Like, guys, you're so weird. You're so silly. No, I get it. I'm so sorry that I didn't trust you guys. So that was an amazing experience. And since then, I've had in my head about like figure skating, ice dancing, all of that. So From Luke Off with Love by Mariana Zapata is about this like ice skating pair. But it's like the iconic Mariana Zapata like slow burn and oh my god, just like yearning where, okay, all of my, oh goodness. All of my glass straws are dirty, so that's okay. So I finished that last night. I think I give it 4.5 stars. I also finally spent time updating Goodreads. I had written down all of my reviews in my phone because I did my reading wrap up before I left, but I was like, I need to update Goodreads, and I never spent the time doing it on vacation. And so that's what I did last night as well. Okay, guys. I feel like I need more milk. It's good. It's different. Something about that. It's not bad different. Whatever it is, I'll take it. These probably need to clean. That's what I did last night. That was great. And then when I finished it, it was only like, I don't know, about 8 o'clock maybe, 7:45 or so. And I was sitting there and I was like, okay, well, it's only 8. Like maybe I should watch one episode of Agent Carter. I am back on my Chronicle Order rewatch of Marvel, which is including shows and movies. So I have watched Captain America. I think it's season 1 of Agent Carter finished, and I'm on season 2 maybe. So I wanted to watch an episode of that last night, and then I was so tired. All of a sudden it was 8:15. I hadn't started an episode yet, and I was like, I need to go to bed because I think my body was still like, hey, it feels like it's 11 something from your body clock from the previous week. So I think you're tired. So I knocked out by like 9 p.m. last night, and I think that didn't help me waking up at 5:30. I was like, oh, well, I got a lot of sleep, really. So that was amazing. And then, yeah, today worked, showered, felt so good to wash my hair, and I just made my matcha, ordered my groceries, text my mom, of course, happy Mother's Day, but where's my to-do list? Because I did make, yeah, okay, 2 vlog outro situations. I need to do at least at minimum organize my Throne of Glass footage today, and then my optimistic goal is to work on my April journal spread for like my reading journal. In case you're curious, it is May 11th. So, right, we'll see. We'll see about that. But I'm feeling good. I'm feeling optimistic. I also want to like clean. I have some dishes in here that need hand washed. I want to like wipe down all my surfaces. I kept my space relatively clean when I left, but just like unpacking and like odds and ends that I need to do. So that's what I also need to accomplish today. I feel like that's a good Sunday vibe. I have like no plans today. Everyone else is, you know, like Mother's Day, but because my mom doesn't live in town, I just spent the last week with her. Like I don't have actual plans today. So this is great. I'm hoping to feel accomplished by the end of the day. So, okay, I will check in with you guys whenever it makes sense, but yeah. Okay, I've officially finished all of the video stuff that I needed to do, which I guess, should I start getting an update? Okay, it's only 11. Wow, only 11. Okay, my groceries should be here between like 12 and 2, I think. Film outro for Throne of Glass, film outro for Florida Blog. So the only stuff I wanted to do today on top of like my working stuff is organize the Throne of Glass footage and then pick up the odds and ends that still are left. I have the April reading thing on there, but like I'd be shocked if I do that today. Okay, I'm gonna get situated, but I feel so accomplished because I was like really dreading doing the video stuff because I have to be like in the mood if it's just like a long sit down talk clip, you know, but I feel so good. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do the cleaning stuff now and then tackle everything else.
I'll let you go, just need some time. At your own pace, you need to find your way. I know now you'll never change your mind for something that matters to me.
Okay, it is now almost 6 o'clock. Wow. What have I been doing? I've been working. You guys saw me make my BLT chicken salad thing. Chicken like tuna vibe salad, you know. Okay, yeah, BLT chicken salad. I need to actually eat more of it. I had like a couple bites, but I need to eat some of it after this. I then went back to work and I've been editing. I started the Throne of Glass Part 2 vlog, like editing wise. I was able to, my video playing, whoops. I was able to do all of the footage for the Assassin's Blade, like 2 novella rereads, and then Queen of Shadows, another Assassin's Blade novella, and Empire of Storms. So all of that footage is edited. Currently sitting at an hour. I feel pretty good about that. We only have Tower of Dawn and Kingdom of Ash left. So I don't know if I'll do more editing tonight. I think I will take it chill, and I'm gonna work on my strawberry syrup now. So I need to cut up my strawberries, and then I need to make like my syrup situation. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that so I can have that for tomorrow. Then I'm gonna eat that food. And then I'm thinking I'm gonna get on the couch, all cozy, and watch a few episodes of Agent Carter. So that's what I'm excited for. It'll be a great way to end my Sunday. And then tomorrow we can have a good start to the work week. I didn't do all the cleaning and tidying up I would have loved to have done, but I did a good amount, so I guess we'll chip away at it. But I did also, what was I? Oh, we didn't talk about it, but I did work on a bit of my planning for like all my reset stuff that I wanted to implement into the next like few months and really focus on it, prioritize certain things. So we can talk about that later, but I did like sit down and work on that. I'm also so excited because for like May, June, July, August, I'm going to do a couple videos that are kind of like a summer diaries. I made a summer bucket list, and we can also go over that later if that's something that's interesting, but I made that, and I think like I want to do my weekly vlogs. Like I'm back, I want to do my weekly vlogs, but I think I would like to do some summer diary videos where I am specifically doing the tasks that are part of my summer bucket list type of thing. So not really any reading in that, but also not just focusing on that, but just like when I'm doing that activity, like I'm pulling out the camera for that. I think that would be really nice to document. So kind of like my thought right now. But okay, I'm gonna go ahead and get started with my strawberry syrup, and I will see you when I'm done. Does this look a little silly? I mean, maybe. It is, I think, nearly 5 p.m. I was gonna make a second matcha today, but I have to do dishes in order to make that happen, and that is where I lost it. I was like, no. But like a Capri Sun's good enough. But I have some book mail. I went to check my mail because I've been gone, and I have 2 packages. I'm not entirely sure. This seems like a PR box kind of thing for a specific book, and I can't remember what this is for. I want to make sure it's not full. Okay. That just seems like paper to help it wrap. It's a shark! Oh, that's fun. The little fin kind of broke, but oh, that fin also broke. They tried their best. It's like a 3D printed shark. How fun. And then they wrapped it up like a blind date with a book. Wait, that's so cute. I need to take a picture of it. Okay, now I feel like I can actually open it. So it has a keychain with this cover art, A Sea of Echoes. Okay, I kind of remember this. And it has like a little trident with it, and then a bookmark. Oh, good. You get, whoa. The back of this is a bit more scandalous, but that's the front. Oh, I love that, like, this is kind of like their letter to the reader. A gift from Misty D. Waters and the Nerd Fam. Yes, okay. So, if Game of Thrones was set in an ancient Greece, but also pirates, fated mates, reincarnated lovers. Has Dana read this? Okay. Slow burn romance, gods, prophecy, monsters, battles, steamy. And then it says kind of like what this includes. So I need to text Dana. Oh my, wait, I should probably open it and I can text her an actual cover of the book. Okay, so it has this, oh my gosh. It has this art with it. That's like the same thing we've seen. And then art of what was a bit more scandalous, hot. And then not even death can stop their destiny. That's cool. Oh, so this is, I think, the first one. And then this may be the second one. It says A Clash of Steel. Scan. Oh, I could get the e-arc of the second. And then exclusive limited edition book. So I think it's coming out, I guess, in limited. Or is this it? Oh my god, sorry. I don't remember much of how I'm getting this. One thing about me, I cannot open packages gracefully. Wow. Wow. Okay, now that I have this, I need to ask Dana, because this is literally everything she loves in a book. Okay, and then I also got a package from, it's Aardvark Book Club, and they did reach out to me, and I don't know what book or books are in here. I kind of just like told them like what I like what's my comfort zone, but also some things I'm less comfortable with that like I'm getting more into. Okay, so I got 2 books. Think inside the box. 2 like bookmarks like with their logo and everything. Ooh! These look so pretty, and I haven't heard of any of them. How to Hide in Plain Sight. Look at that. The unbreakable bonds of family and love are explored in this brilliant and tender story. Okay. And then back after this, look how gorgeous. This just feels like summer to me. A podcast producer agrees to host a new series about modern dating, but will the show jeopardize her chance at finding real love? It's giving a mix of, what's the 2 books? First Time Caller and the one I just read, Well Actually. Like that's like the vibes of both of these that I get. That's so cool. I'm gonna take pictures of those too to share, because like that, I'm excited for both of those. Oh, you guys are still here. Okay. I just wanted to show this with you. Where's my Kindle? Work is wrapping up now. I'm able to kind of hand off the project I was working to like the night crew as they start. And then I wanted to go ahead and start reading. I was gonna start Promise Me Sunshine, I think is what it is, but I only have the audiobook from Libby for like 2 more days, and I do not want to like rush read it, nor do I want to only have like 50% left or something, like, and I lose the audiobook. So we're just gonna, I put it on hold again. We're gonna restart it whenever that comes back in. But the book I am ready for is A Language of Dragons. So I have the ebook and I have the audio, so like I have them both checked out from Libby. So I'm gonna go ahead and start that tonight. I'm very excited to dive back into fantasy. I finished my Throne of Glass vlog, like editing and everything, so that is gonna export tonight. That will be able to go up this Friday, which I'm very excited for. And yeah, I think like that's just kind of what I'm gonna do tonight. So if I am able to start it and I'm able to kind of get some progress where I actually know what I'm reading, because I don't know the synopsis of that, I don't remember at all, then tomorrow morning we can talk about like a reading update and everything. Guys, it's the next day. I haven't talked with you all day. I do have a reading update for you guys. I ended up DNFing the Language of Dragons or whatever. I think I will get to it at a later date, but I was starting it today. I just like could not get into it to save my life, so we scrapped that. We are currently listening to The Dagger and the Flame. I'll put it up here. I have the ebook and audiobook from Libby, and I'm like 60-70% of the way into it. Like I've just been listening to it all day. I feel like I've grasped the audiobook pretty well, and then I don't know, like I hybrid read the last like 20%-ish where I was like listening to it while reading on my Kindle. So that was like an unexpected, oh, I guess we are starting that book today and nearly finishing it. We'll see if that happens tonight, but if not, I feel like I'll probably finish it tomorrow. Nonetheless, I decided I wanted to do a little bit of my bullet journal, so I did take a couple clips that I wanted to make a like Instagram reel for it, so I am sure I inserted those, but this is how it turned out. I love this. This was so fun to make. I made my spring mood board and then my like summer diaries, summer bucket list kind of board-ish thing that I have done. So I actually have like a list of things that are like things I want to do for my summer diaries. I can't remember like what videos I talk about what in, but okay, I just made that. But because we talked about the summer diaries thing, I want to go over the like things I'm hoping to do this summer. And if this is repetitive, I'm so sorry, because again, I can't remember if I talked about this in what video, but I want to film a summer diaries where I want to do my normal weekly reading vlogs and I'm like doing all the reading stuff, but I want to have videos dedicated to specifically these things. That's kind of like my summer bucket list. And so I want to watercolor at the beach. This is something I did several times last year, but just kind of like I want to do that and I want to like take you guys along with me. I want to do a beach bonfire successfully. The one time I tried to do it last year was like July 4th and it was so chaotic. It was not the same vibe as like a peaceful random Tuesday maybe or something like that, or definitely not a holiday. That's on me. And I want to try to go to a few like creative markets. They have those pop up all throughout the summer months, and so it's just like a bunch of small vendors and usually food or something involved as well. So I went to like a creative babe market last year that was kind of hosted with Coffee Doughs. I really love that coffee shop, and so I wrote that on here, but really it's just like targeting various creative markets. I hope I'm going to say this right. I basically want to do a lot of cooking and baking. So I have on here that I want to make a lemon posay. Is that how you say it? I don't know, but I saw this like recipe for like a 4-ingredient one. It's like you put it in the half of a lemon as like your serving dish. Like, oh, it looks so good. So I want to make that. I want to make a fruit salad where it's like you just chop up a bunch of fruit, like very dice size. Then you like have lemon or lime and some honey. It's so good. I haven't had it in years. Like I put together just like, oh, here's some strawberries, some bananas, some oranges like in a bowl, but like not making a salad, you know? So I want to do that. I have on here to go to Carmel by the Sea in California, like a little weekend trip. I don't know if that's going to be feasible. I feel like especially during the summer, it's actually just so expensive to go. And I don't know if like that's worth it. I would love to go this year. Maybe I could also do it in like September or October when it's not peak like tourist time. So we'll see. I want to host a brunch, which means I need to get my patio situated. So for me, like summer, I'm in Southern California. It really goes beyond this, but like I want it to be like May, June, July, August. So I'm thinking in August, I could have everything situated with my patio to host a brunch with some of my friends. I want to do a San Diego bookstore day with people or just solo. Like, I mean, I am lucky to have like 2 days off during the work week, and I feel like going to San Diego like on a random Thursday, I'd be like more successful. And so if I can make it work with some friends, maybe I could go 2 times. Like I don't know, but I would love to go down to San Diego for the day. I also have a Coronado day trip. I love Coronado. That little island is just like the cutest thing I've ever seen. I would love to live there for like 2 years. I feel like that'd be amazing. Even a year, you know what I mean? But if you haven't been, highly recommend. It's just like this cute little town. And like you guys, I feel like you probably live a good life. I want to go to farmers markets, but like I want to explore different ones. I feel like I found a couple last year and then like I would just go to the same ones. So this year I want to kind of look more into them and see which ones are kind of like bigger, have like more stuff involved with them, and like not just maybe like 10 tents in a random parking lot, but maybe ones that are a bit bigger. I want to bake blueberry muffins from scratch. I actually recently did this with my friend Lauren, and I have like video clips and stuff from that, but I feel like one, I just want to make them more, but I feel like I saved a lot of different recipes. We made this Earl Grey blueberry muffin situation. So good, so good. So it's like I've made that, and I'm thinking I have other ones, like maybe a blueberry lemon muffin or something. I want to do pottery. Scared, but I want to do it. I want to go to the places. Maybe it's not even about making something myself, like a bowl or something, but like just even going and like painting something they already have done. I want to do it. I want to do it so bad. Okay, I want to do slow cooker chicken and noodles. This is something like my grandma used to make, and she would have these homemade chicken noodles, and they were so, oh my gosh, you guys, like those egg noodles. No one told me. No one told me. So I have not had that in so long. And so I just want to be able to make that myself. I have my like crock pot thing, my Instant Pot thing. So I want to go ahead and I want to make that. I want to do sunset at the beach. Obviously, I did that like several times. I feel like I've already done that a couple times even this year, but like I just want to be intentional about it and like making the most of like the summer months and like being with my friends, and like I don't have to be there for all day. Like I can literally just go for sunset. So I want to do that, hopefully multiple times. And then I also want to do In-N-Out. I have it at the park. I would love to do it at the beach, but I feel like they never have In-N-Outs close enough to the beach. I like to eat my food warm, so I feel like I wouldn't want to just like have it in the car for like a 25-minute drive and it's like cold by the time I get to the beach. Like that's not the mood. So I have here just like kind of like an In-N-Out picnic in a way. Below that though is an official picnic. I want to get a freaking picnic basket. I want to like just get stuff and like have a cute picnic with my friends. Also, I've gone to the park so much in the last year by myself, and so it's like I want to get back in the habit of doing that as well. I have two more things. I have a sunset swim. I have multiple pools in my community and like the area I live in that I have access to, along with the ones that are like in my community, and I think they're heated pools. They also have like hot tubs and stuff, so it's always hot, you know, like in the summer, but by the off chance I'm even like cold, like there's hot tubs. So I want to do sunset swimming. And then I have on here to do a drive-in movie theater. We have a handful of those like in California, and so I would love to do it at least once between these months. That's my goal. I feel like I saved other things. I made like a Pinterest board with like various pictures of just kind of like the vibes I want. So we'll see what like comes of that. But like there's more than just that list. There's like the ambiance of it all, right? But those are just some specific things that I wrote down that I also want to make specific videos for. So I feel like they're going to be very, like, not very structured, very just like FaceTime feel, where I'm doing one of those activities, and so I just want to pick up the camera and kind of do like an episode maybe, where depending on what the activity is, maybe I'm combining 5 things or 3 things, or maybe just the one, because so like the bookstore day, maybe that's just one vlog. But if it's like watercoloring at the park or watercoloring at the beach, and then it's like maybe a beach sunset as well, you know, like depending on when, like then I would like combine those things. But I really want to do that. Okay, I think that's it. I am liking the book. I feel like it's very easy to get into. It's not like, it's hard to say because it's like I'm not really like heavily invested, but also I'm flying through it. I'm enjoying it. I'm having a good time. So it's the first book in a series. It's like YA fantasy, and you have magic involved, but the primary thing is like having assassins and thieves, like these 2 groups in the city, and obviously those are the 2, like the cloaks and the daggers, and they obviously don't like each other. And our main female character, when she's 18, her mother's murdered by the daggers, and our main character like runs through the cloaks and tries to like just be with them and like, I don't know, have a home again. And then she's like seeking out revenge, and she is running into time and time again the main male character. He has the silliest name. What is it? Okay, it doesn't matter right now, but he is a part of the dagger group, and those 2 just keep having their paths cross, and they're trying to figure out kind of like, I think they're gonna, I don't know if they're gonna ever band together. I don't remember the synopsis, but like that's just kind of like what I'm seeing. They're supposed to hate each other. They're bickering a lot. It's really cute, but he's yet to kill her, which I think he's supposed to do. So he's feeling things, but I'm having a great time, and I think I'm going to clean up my mess and settle back on the couch. There's some YouTube videos I want to watch, and then we will see if I get up to anything else. I feel like I'm just going to chill out on the couch tonight. I mean, work was a really easy day. Really glad that I did my journaling, and I just want to take it easy. Good morning. Happy Thursday. It is nearly 11 a.m. I have my laptop right here because I've just been working all morning, but I wanted to hop on and give you guys a reading update because I finished a book yesterday, and I hope to start 1, if not 2 books today. I made my strawberry matcha. If I can do one thing in this world, it is to convince you guys that you can make strawberry matcha at home and it tastes so good. It honestly, I prefer it a lot to like ones I've gotten at cafes, which is huge because I feel like I'm obviously saving money, but I actually like what I'm drinking. So I finished The Dagger and the Flame yesterday. I did have the ebook from Libby, but I really just listened to the audiobook the whole time. And I will say, I think I needed to do like the hybrid read, or at least allow myself to really focus on the audiobook, because when I was listening to it, I was also doing my normal like job work tasks rather than maybe like a mundane task of like cleaning or like coloring or something. And so for me, I'm learning I really can't listen to like fantasy while working. I can only listen to like nonfiction or like a literary fiction while working. So I'm learning that because I feel like I was entertained the whole time and like intrigued, but I really wasn't that invested. And then I don't remember what task I was doing for like the last 15-20%, but it was very like mundane. And so I felt like I was really in it and I was like focused on everything happening. And the ending was so, so good that I am so excited for the next book. I don't know if this is supposed to be a like duology, trilogy series. All I know is Goodreads tells me, okay, grammar, that it is book number 1. So I feel like I need to go follow the author on like Instagram or something so I can keep up with whenever the next book is coming out. So I do like recommend it. It was really cool, and I feel like the ending sets us up really well for like what's to come. I just think I could reread this book and like have the audio and ebook or something and just be like really locked in the beginning and like really enjoy it the entire time. I think so many people would enjoy this. It's such a fun take on like magic, but you have assassins and thieves and like going against each other, and obviously you have one from each that are like falling for each other, but like they also have magic involved. Like it's just so cool. So I feel like the magic system of this is honestly very easy to follow everything. I was just multitasking, and that's what made me, I feel like, probably miss certain things that would have made me more invested early on. So that was really good. I am looking forward to whenever that second book comes out. Now jumping into what I want to start today, I got this book. I talked with you. I got it from Aardvark. Yes, I got it from Aardvark, and I was like thinking about if I showed it in this vlog, but I did. And it is How to Hide in Plain Sight by Emma Noyes, Noyes. But this is like what I'm thinking to be a literary fiction romance, kind of like an Emily Henry in that way, because you're really following our main female character who has severe OCD, but it's not like the counting, you have to do things certain ways or certain times. It's more the mental side of that and like the emotional side of that. And she wrote this like beautiful like letter to the reader in the beginning, and I felt like it was so like beautifully done. I ended up sending it to one of my friends who has OCD, and I feel like kind of has more of this side of OCD, and she's like, I feel so seen. Oh my god, I'm checking out this book from Libby right now. So well, like not really be buddy reading it, but we're kind of starting it at the same time, so hopefully we can like be able to let each other know how we're liking it. So I have the ebook and audiobook also checked out from Libby, but I'm so glad to have the physical because this is stunning. And when I posted about it on my Instagram story, the author reached out that she just has a, what was it? She just put out a like fantasy romance, I think. So she actually sent me the audiobook for that. And so I'm excited to also dive into that hopefully, but very different from this. So I'm so excited to see like how those two, like if I like her writing in one more than the other or like both, because I feel like that's such a drastic change. But yeah, our main female character has OCD. You're seeing that, I think, represented a lot in the book, but then there is like a subtle romance plot as well. So hopefully starting this today. But the other book is an arc that I just got. What is it called? I got it from the Nerd Fam. If you guys follow them on Instagram, I feel like they always have so many amazing like fantasy books. By Hazel Wilkes. This is what it looks like. I don't know how well you can see it, but so gorgeous. It is a like white cream with like purple actual cover. Oh, it looks so stunning. So I got this actually today, but because this is fantasy, I feel like this is a good arc to like read alongside that literary fiction romance situation, because the other two arcs I have are like pure romance, and so I thought this would be a good one. And I just like, I'm still in the mood for fantasy. So I don't remember the plot of this, but I'm hoping to start one, if not both of these today. Okay, I will check in with you guys eventually. I don't know. I am currently listening to How to Hide in Plain Sight. I'm at the pool. This is gonna be the new summer spot. It's my first time at one of the pools in my community, and I love it. But I'm listening to it. I'm currently probably like 45% of the way into it. I listened to 25% of it yesterday, Oh my gosh. I love the writing of this, but the audio is also so well done because of the kind of intrusive OCD thoughts that our main author, well, she relates to it because she has this type of OCD, but our main character, the way she's like in her head and the way the narrator like speeds through those thoughts, it just really feels like you're in her head versus just reading it at like a normal pace on a page, if that makes sense. So I do highly recommend the audio if you can get it. I'm really enjoying it. And like I said, like it really does feel like literary fiction with a subplot of romance. Romance is definitely not the forefront of this book, but you're really just understanding life with this form of OCD and what that can look like in your day to day, your thought to thought, how that can affect your family dynamics, just your friendships, romantic relationships, family dynamics, all of it. And I just really like how this is being told. So I'm going to continue on with this and just hang out in the sun. I have today off of work, so I just want to soak up the sun, enjoy a day off, and I will update you guys later.
There's a new day that will.
It's currently 3:30. I have 30 minutes to get myself together post pool and ready to go celebrate my friend's graduation. But I wanted to talk about the book that I finished, How to Hide in Plain Sight, because I finished it at the pool. You guys, I was sad. I was not leaving that pool until I finished it, so I'm going to talk about it and simultaneously give you guys a Trader Joe's haul because I just got back. So I need a drink. I got some flowers because I love having flowers in my place. Now, I don't have time to like cut everything, so we are going to have to deal with that whenever I get back home. But I'll at least put them in a vase for now and add some water. Oh god. Okay, they can sit there and hopefully stay alive. Also, I need to clean that. So just like let that be. I found they have a blueberry and pomegranate green tea. Excuse me. I saw someone review it and I was like, wait, that's an option? I think it's like something that just came out at Trader Joe's, so I snagged that. I was also interested in finding the Buffalo Ranch popcorn. Are you kidding? Like, those two things alone, perfect. As we know, I'm running out of strawberries left and right for making the strawberry syrup. I feel like I get one container and it's 90% gone whenever I make the syrup. So I got a bigger container, and I believe strawberries are in season now because I'm seeing them everywhere. Absolutely everywhere. I think these are in season as well. This is the golden kiwis. They are superior to normal kiwis, and I saw that Trader Joe's had a ton. So, yeah. I got some mangoes. Whatever is in Trader Joe's mangoes, they always hit. Also back at Trader Joe's is the tangerine juice. I gasped. I did not plan on getting this with the green tea, and I needed more milk. So we got all of that to walk back home with, which was a lovely experience. And then the last thing I got was one for me, one for Riley. She said if you saw it, you better get two. And so I got the sour strawberry candy belts that are at Trader Joe's. So those are the things I got. Now my book, I get it up. I feel like I'm scared I'm going to mess it up with my hands. So I think I gave it 4.5 stars on Goodreads. It wasn't quite the 5-star feeling, but I mean, this book was so good. So good. I don't know. I think I talked with you guys around that 50% mark. It did not get, like, okay, I was gonna say it didn't get any worse, but like that doesn't really sound positive, right? It only got better from there. Like, I mean, I was just so locked in. I really loved her writing in this, but the narration really brought the words to life. Having like the personality tell you what the main character is like thinking, I feel like it really just gave a glimpse into what that form of OCD is like as a reader and as someone that's never firsthand like experienced OCD, especially that form of it. Like, you can't understand that form of it, I feel like, unless you really go through it, because it is all like internal. And like, how does someone from an external POV like see all those intrusive thoughts in your head? Those like spiraling intrusive thoughts. And I just really loved her representation in here. I can't speak to like the truth of that, obviously, but like I just felt like I, as someone that hasn't experienced it, felt like I could understand more about that topic and what someone may go through. I just, wow, wow. If you want to check it out, I really recommend the audiobook, but like obviously the physical book is also great. Like it's her words on the page. I just felt like the narration really brought it to life, and the subplot of romance was not the focus at all, but I felt like it aided the story perfectly. Like it was so, yes, yes. I put, I think in my review, like, oh, and like 2 snaps for Manuel because I loved him. He was so precious and such a good like friend. Ultimately, like Manuel is someone that she like met when she was like 10, and so they've been best friends since then, kind of thing. And then she spiraled ultimately in like the previous 3 years, like they hadn't talked, and then present time she sees him, she's with all her family for a wedding. Like that's the story, is like the wedding and then her having to come back to her family, but then you're also getting the back and then timeline. It was just so well done. I could not recommend it more. I'm gonna put this up away, figure out how to put this together in 30 minutes, and I will check in with you guys later. So it's next day. It's about 12:30, but tell me why it's gloomy on a Saturday. I feel like the weekends should be sunshine and blue skies, birds chirping, not whatever this is. But I'm trying to embrace it and just be like, oh, okay, so we're having a cozy day on the couch. I am about to make my strawberry syrup for my matchas. So I wanted to tell you guys about the book that I'm going to start next. And then once I give you like the synopsis and everything, I'm going to start listening to it while I chop all my strawberries and make the syrup. So the book is called Back After This. So this is the other book that I got from the Aardvark book club box thing, and it came up as like a skip the line as an audio, and I was like, oh, don't mind if I do. So I am checking this out. I reread the synopsis because I was kind of like forgetting what it was about, but it's kind of giving like the first time caller vibes mixed with Well Actually. Now, Well Actually hasn't came out yet. I had the arc of that, but I think it comes out in August. And so this like kind of reminds me of that. I'm gonna cough. Okay, so is it Cecily? Cecily? Cecile. Cecily. Let's call her Cece. Cece Foster loves to make podcasts. She fiercely protects her colleagues, dearly adores her friends, and never misses dinner with her sister. But after a disastrous relationship with a colleague who stole her heart and her ideas, she's put romantic love on hold. When the boss who's disappointed her again and again finally offers her a chance to host her own show, she wants to be thrilled. But there's a catch. Actually, 2 catches. First, the show will be about Cece's dating life. And second, she has to follow the guidance of an influencer and newly minted relationship coach, Eliza Cassidy, whose relentlessly upbeat attitude seems ready-made for social media, not real life. And so I think that she's being put on like 20 dates, like blind dates. And one she definitely like hits it off with. It says, Cece finds herself unable to stop thinking about Will, a photographer she helped to rescue a very big and very lovable lost dog. Say less. Even though there are sparks between the two, Will's own path is uncertain, and Eliza's skeptical comments about Cece's decision-making aren't helping. And so it's just trying to figure out, I guess, maybe like what's going on with those two. But says, as Cece struggles to balance the life she truly desires and the one Eliza wants to create for her, she finds herself at a crossroads. Can Cece sort through all the advice and find a way to do what she loves without losing herself in the process? So I feel like she's just like anti putting stuff on social media, like her love life, and like getting all the like internet feedback from that. So I feel like it's gonna be a good audiobook. So I'm hoping that I also have a physical book that I can read alongside if I want to later. So for now, let's make some strawberry syrup.
Meet me here.
It has been a few days, but I'm now back at the pool enjoying some sunshine. I have a crazy work schedule this week, so I don't start work until 5 p.m. Yeah, so we're taking advantage of the daytime and soaking up some sunshine and enjoying the pool. So I wanted to give you guys a reading update though, because I think of like 40% of the way into A Requiem for Fallen Stars, the like romantasy I'm reading, and then I'm about 25% of the way into Back After This, that I was mainly listening to as an audio instead of like doing a hybrid read. Okay, let's talk about them both. Back After This, we have been introduced to the main male character that I believe is going to be the ultimate love interest, but we've only had like the small introduction to him, and now we're going to be starting the like podcast series of her going on a bunch of blind dates and all the things. So I'm excited to see kind of where that goes, but I've loved the first 25%. The audiobook is so good. I feel like I can just fly through it. And then for my romantasy, how do I talk about this without it being spoiler? I don't remember the last like update I gave, but I really love all of our characters so far. We have been introduced to like the broody male character that I think is gonna be an ultimate love interest, and like he's broody, dark, incredibly like well trained in like combat and stuff, and like he also has magic. Like they all have magic, which is why they're all at this like elite academy. So we just got to the academy, and now I'm curious kind of like how that's gonna go with our other male character that we've gotten introduced to for the first, immediately, I guess. For the first 40%, we've also had a nice character, so we'll see. We listen and we don't judge. Remember that chaotic work week I talked about? Yeah, we're still in it, and my room is a bit messy. I can't be bothered to pick it up every day on top of my work schedule, so it is what it is. I want to give you a reading update because turn of events. So I finished Back After This. I think I finished it yesterday at the pool. Yes, I finished it there. We didn't talk afterwards, but then last night I started an arc called Save Me by Mona Kasten. That is the author of the trilogy that's in German, but was made into a Amazon Prime like TV series. So season 1 is following book 1, and the books are being released in English. And so I have an arc of it, and I read it in one sitting. So we need to talk about both of these books because I loved both of them. If you've watched my channel for a while, you know I love Maxton Hall. Like, if I can do one thing, please go watch that show. So the fact that I had this book and the fact that I read it in one sitting, guys, I'm a slow physical reader. Like, I'm not a quick physical read girly. So the fact that I was like locked in for hours yesterday, I mean, did it help that I was kind of working overnight? Yeah. Yes, it did, but that doesn't take away from how amazing that experience was. So we'll talk about that first before I dive back after this. But we got James Beaufort's POV. Oh my god, if you've watched Maxton Hall, we needed his POV. I didn't know we were getting that. I had no idea, and I think what just made it such a fun experience is I was obviously envisioning the cast members that are in the show, and like I could picture all of those scenes where it's like them just locking eyes across the room and like all the emotions they pass through eye contact and their facial expressions in every scene. Like I could visualize our characters in the show doing that as I was reading various scenes here, and then certain scenes that I saw brought to life in the show with like certain background songs, or like the music track of the show is superior. It's superior. Oh my god. So I felt like I was genuinely just like playing this out in my head, and the scenes that didn't like perfectly line up with the show, I felt like they were just bonus scenes to me. I was like, oh, but wait, there's more. So it was just such a fun experience. I feel like I can't give the like book alone a rating, but I had like a 5-star experience simply because the show enhanced it so much, and it did not bother me that I watched the show before reading the book, which obviously we didn't have a choice because I can't read German. So we were waiting for the book to come out in English anyways, but I had such an amazing experience. Oh my god. It comes out July 1st, but if you are a NetGalley girl, go request it. Go request that arc. If not, or you just don't really care to get the arc, like July 1st, this is for you, but you have plenty of time. Go watch the show. It does not matter. Like, I feel like, honestly, watching the show first, you're going to enjoy the book so much more, because I feel like the book does lack certain parts that like were brought to life in the show with like the facial expressions and like the personality of our characters that you just like see with all the looks, because something that the main male character James Beaufort said in like an interview was like when he read the script and he had read the book, he tried to figure out like what he could say like in facial expressions versus what he actually had to say out loud kind of thing. And I feel like that definitely comes across in the show. So I highly recommend, highly recommend the show, and then give the book a read. I feel like you'll just like, you'll have the best time. Okay, so that was that. Now moving on to Back After This. That audiobook was phenomenal. Oh my gosh, I flew through it. I think I gave the rating like 4.5 on Goodreads. I just had a great time. Like I felt like it was a more realistic, like maybe 4.25. I don't remember, but like it was a more realistic adult relationship in the sense of how they communicated the problems they had, or like individually or maybe together. Like I just felt like it wasn't super cheesy. It wasn't like super sour. You're like, oh, you can't be with me because like your dad died and I have to go take care of your mom. And you're like, well, this is depressing. This is like an Abby Jimenez book. You know what I mean? So I feel like this one was just like real life stuff, and I really enjoyed our main female character. I think something for me is like this book was really short compared to like I feel like many books that I just read in general, and so I wish we had more of Will. I wish we had more of like his personality, scenes with our main characters like together as well. I feel like they weren't together in scenes enough, and I wish I just like got more of him, because obviously we got so much of her. Makes sense, she's the main character, but I feel like I lacked a little bit of depth for him. But like I still had a great time, and the fact that I flew through this and the fact that I could just listen to the audiobook, I never got distracted with it, I never like felt like it was boring or I just like wasn't following along. I highly recommend the audio, but obviously if you're a physical reader, get the ebook from your library, get the physical book from your library, get the audiobook from your library. Like, wow, that was such a fun experience. And I felt like it was just such a perfect like poolside read as well, like a summer poolside read, because it was like lighthearted, it was fun, it was like easy. Yeah, so that's kind of my overall thoughts on it. Two amazing books. Okay, so with that, I have not done any reading on the fantasy we were reading, which is Rain. No, it's, oh, the Requiem of Fallen Stars. But I'm very excited to dive back into that, so I'm hoping to read some of that tonight. I'm hoping to finish it between today and tomorrow, fingers crossed, and then we'll close out this vlog, but we'll see. I may just close it out tonight in general, even if I don't finish it, because I'm wanting to start a new video tomorrow, so we'll see. We'll see, but for now, this is my reading update. Thanks for listening to me out. You guys, I finished my book. Also, this matcha is full. Oh no. Please don't spill on my couch. Please don't spill on my couch. Okay, better. Oh, that's so good. Now actually to get the strawberry. It's like a good, one, it's a good color, but two, it's like frothy at the top. It's the strawberry for me. Okay. You said we need to talk about this book. I stayed up last night to finish it because I could not put it down. And you guys, as a physically slow reader, I feel like I flew through this. It took me like a long time from like a start date, end date perspective, but I wasn't reading it every single day. I feel like I read this in probably 4 sittings, maybe? But like, there was the 2 of them that I felt like were a good like 40% of the book each time. And so I was flying through it. I did not want to put it down. I am giving it 5 stars. I wrote that review so quick last night because this is probably one of my like favorite fantasies in a while. So like I said, I don't know. I haven't looked it up to see if this is supposed to be a duology, trilogy, like full series. Like I have no idea. But this is so good. Like the world, so interesting. The magic, whoa. And I love the characters. Like I love the friendships we got, the romances we got, our characters as individuals, the found family. Like the plot is so good. Like wow, I haven't felt like this for like just like a new fantasy in a while, especially one that's like you know, because it's an arc, it's not like it's been out for a while where like I've seen a lot of my friends talk about it and I'm just like late to the game and I'm finally picking it up or something. Like, no, this is like new, something I haven't heard of before, and like I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed. Like, when do I get book 2? Like, that's what I want to know, because I need book 2 like yesterday. Like 3 months ago, you know? And the fact that this technically isn't out, it will probably be out by the time this is up. It is out June 3rd, so I don't know what date it is, but I know that it's coming up. So out June 3rd, please, please, please go check it out. Get it from your library. I don't know if it's supposed to be on Kindle Unlimited, but you need it. So like, do what you gotta do. I read this physically and I had no problems. I don't know if there is an audiobook, and I don't know if there is, like, how that is, but like I can tell you I was able to get into the story like without an audiobook kind of bringing to life everything. Wow. Draven? No, I think I have a crush. I think I have a big fat crush. But then there's also these other male characters in the book that like, they're so sweet, or like they're so like, what is it? Like flirty? Where you're just like he's just trying to flirt with everyone. It's just like kind of funny, kind of silly. And like there's really sweet guys that you're like, you're just like so cute. Like you're so cute and like such a good person. And then you have like Draven, who's like kind of like an I hate everyone but you kind of vibe. Dark, broody, but also very caring. And I feel like I loved his character, because it wasn't like he was just like mean to her all the time, or like, I don't know. I loved that it wasn't someone that's just like mean, 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 and then like finally we see a glimpse of something. You know what I mean? Like, I felt like the dynamic of that was so well done. And I loved our main female character. I just felt like she was really cool, and I liked her arc in this book. Like, I can only think about like how this is gonna go from here with how this ended. Oh my god, the ending. My jaw was on the floor when I was reading this. Like, jaw on the floor for the last like 10%. Oh my god, the ending was so good. So good. And now I'm like freaking out because I need the next book. So I'm so glad to finish this like video on this note, because you guys really need to read this. I updated my Goodreads. I posted on Instagram. I'll probably post again whenever it like comes out. But like, please, if you take one thing from this video, I've already said that in this video. You know, if you take 1 or 2 things from this video, make one of them be to check out this book. So thank you guys for hanging out with me. I really love the style of this. I felt like I shifted from I need to vlog like everything sun up to sundown for X amount of days into I want to film when it feels like right, and like when I'm reading and when I'm doing something fun I want to share, instead of feeling like I need to vlog everything just because I'm like technically in the middle of a vlog. So let me know how you like this like style. I really liked it. And so with that, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next one.